Kiona Satatu is Animum Super. Boys, are we ready for round number 7 of the Super Championship at the Red Bull Ring? And boy, oh boy, do we have the Austrian army here today, folks. We have Massam, an Austrian driver, Greta Thunberg, an Austrian driver, Icon, an Austrian driver, and Simi69, an Austrian driver. And I'm after forgetting my frickin' headset. Right, I'm going to have to go and get my headset. It's up in the other room. Just give me uno momento and I'll put on my little box. Right, my little box is up on the screen, boys. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. We're going to get straight into it and start watching a couple of the cars on track. And at the moment, Greta Thunberg is the first on track, followed by Massam in the Spider Racing team with Ragnarok Racing and Call Me Justin in the Bex Bull behind him. Right, boys, I'll be back in 1 second. I'm just going to get my headset so I can actually hear what's going on. Just like witches at black masses. Right, boys, I am back. I have my headset. I can hear things now. Yay! Massam is the first on track to start a fast lap, so we're going to watch on board with Massam as he starts for Spider Racing Team on the first fast lap of the session. And there he goes. He starts. He gets around the first corner relatively okay. And now up into the second corner. He seems to be okay through the second corner. He looked to be, got up in the grass a little bit. Hopefully his time isn't affected. Now into turn 3. Try and keep a tight line on our right hand side. And over to the left, and he puts it up on the sausage curb and puts it into the barrier. All the smoke coming off the back of that car. He's going to have to pit and repair that. That was a major spin out there. And he's after suffering for these back left hand damage along with rear wing. And there comes Icon steaming up behind him. There comes Ashbill, the second driver for the Goblin Racing Team. 10 people in the stream, boys. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't done already, please do hit that like button. Call Me Justin now is the car on track. Who is the first going to set the first fastest lap of the time of the first fast lap or push lap of the session? And we have until 4:30 is when the stream will start and the race will start. The lights out will go. And he won't be 106 to the final corner. He'll be 108 to the final corner. But he'll be in the 113s, I reckon. Cross the line with a 113.1. As I said, 113. We're going to have to see better times than that. I suspect we'll see times down as low as the 110s at the really car with the cars really pushing. Now Icon sets a 112.5. A very, very fast time. And Icon is 0.6 of a second ahead of Call Me Justin. Greta Thunberg now starts a fast lap. Father says, hey, let's address everybody in the chat. Greta Thunberg, how are you doing? Alejandro Martinez, how are you doing? Dun Dun Dun, how are you doing? Icon, how are you getting on? Simi69, Call Me Justin, and Shut Your Gob. How are you all doing, folks? Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button too. We're on the road to our monetization, and Andy gets a little bit out of control there in the corner. I'm not sure what happened there, but Greta Thunberg is out on track. It's time to set a fast lap for Greta Thunberg. He's out on track now and is on a push lap. Behind him is his teammate with a time pen. Oh, Greta gets up onto the gravel and will have lost all his time for that. Super Pow now goes 0.3 off of Icon and sets a 112.8 for himself. While we have Massam at the back of the field, Rob Goblin now has a 2-second time penalty. Is going to have to serve that on his next roundabout. Andy has a 3-second time penalty. Here comes Icon right up behind Andy. Icon is on an outlap at the moment, folks. Oh, Andy tries his best to get out of the way, but ends up in the barrier. How is Asheville going to get on? He is the new teammate of Rob Goblin at Goblin Racing Team. We have both Norwegians here. Or do we? No, we only have the one. We're missing Moose. We are missing Moose and we're missing Jaggy Marathon. Jaggy Marathon, the second driver for Sarouche Racing. I better text him and make sure he gets the correct livery. Now we're just waiting on Jaggy Marathon, the second driver. I'm coming. I might be rusty. No problem. Just make sure you have the correct livery, dude. You need to have the correct livery. It's the rule. It's a rule. Let's go, boys, says Rob Goblin. Rob Goblin is on an outlap at the moment. Massam is now looking to set a time. Greta Thunberg goes 4th fastest overall. Call Me Justin is 3/10 behind Super Pow, while Super Pow is 3/10 behind Icon in this practice qualifying session. 14 people in the stream, boys. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed today's race. I'm really looking forward to it. 4:30 is lights out, and we will get going then. And it should be an epic one. Lap times have been very close between Icon, Call Me Justin and Super Pow. So we could have a really big race on for today. And even Rob Goblin has been setting some pretty impressive times. He was down in the 110s the other day. So we could have some pretty interesting racing here today. Rob Goblin is 6th on the board at the moment. So we're just waiting on a couple of other drivers to join and to see them get out on track and set a lap time. We're waiting on Jaggy Marathon. It will be his first race of the season. He had PlayStation issues. He had to send these PlayStations back to Sony to get fixed. But now he's back and he's ready to race. Rob Goblin now is on an outlap still, but he's starting to push lap now. Rob Goblin begins and starts pushing. 15 people in the stream, boys. Thank you ever so much. If you haven't done already, please do hit that like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Rob Goblin did go over the white line there. I suspect he will get a penalty for that. No, he got away with it. He got away with that. Ashpin says he'll be back in 2 minutes. No problem, Ashpin. Father, is this race for quality? This is qualifying, Father. This is qualifying. This is just practice qualifying. Race is starting at 4:30 IST. 4:30 Irish time. So wherever you are in the world, if you're in Europe, add an hour. So it'll be 5:30. If you are somewhere else, add... if you're in America, you're going to have to add extra little bits of time. Rob Goblin is on a fast lap at the moment now. Looks very quick around that corner, would have to be said, folks. Rob Goblin could be on for a stunner here. Only 1 minute to that point there. He wants to be 106 going around the final corner. He's not going to be 106 this time, but he will be a 108. Or roughly around a 108. 109 going around the final corner. And now is accelerating to the line. Will end up with a 1:14.9.6 and does go 5th fastest, faster than Andy by 0.2 of a second, and he's only 0.8 of a second behind. Oh, he nearly lost it, but he managed to hold on well. He held on well. Greta Thunberg absolutely shredding it out there. 0.8 ahead of Rob Goblin. Andy is now trying to set some fast laps. Andy has not practiced from what I know. Maybe he did in the spare time, but Icon is the leading driver here at the moment, and he is the home hero. He is the Austrian driver, and Simi69 along with Greta Thunberg and Massam are the home drivers here today. Waiting on the Moose, and we're waiting on the someone after disappearing. Oh, Ashville left, and he's going to rejoin. Simi69 now, or Massam is into the pits, changing out his tyres. And we'll watch on board with Simi69 as he sets an outlap time. 13 people in the stream, boys. Thank you so much. Icon is Austrian. Icon is indeed from Austria. And Icon now is going to start another fast one. Icon with a 1:11.8 at the moment, the fastest time on the board. Gets nicely around that corner, not exceeding track limits there either. 14 people in the stream, boys. Thank you so much. We've got 20 minutes left in this practice session. Ashville has joined back in. Super Pow is in the... Oh, and Icon goes round. He was 0.3 faster than his personal best so far, but he just binned it into the corner. Rob Goblin slowing down to let other drivers by, I presume. Martin Grota says he's on his way. Rob Goblin apologised to Super Pow. I presume Super Pow ended up into the barrier, but no hard feelings by the looks of it from Super Pow or Rob Goblin. Rob Goblin. No, Martin, Rule 6 was abolished. Rule 6 was indeed abolished. Greta Thunberg now. Rob Goblin just staying out of the way. He's got quite a bit of damage. I'll be back in 20 minutes. No problem, Father. How long is the race? The race will be about 40 minutes. It's 35 laps. 35 laps long. Ashbill is now in the pit lane. We're still waiting on our first glance at Jaggy Marathon this season. 17 people in the stream, boys. If you haven't done it already, please do hit that like button. The race is going to start in around 20 minutes time. In around 20 minutes time, this race is going to start. At the moment, we're watching qualifying. And we're watching Icon be 1.851 ahead of everybody else. So now he's 0.5 of a second ahead of everybody else. So 0.518. Super Pow in hot pursuit though is on an outlap now. Gerald is the Moose. The Moose has joined. Call Me Justin is coming back out on the track. I'm not sure what happened to Call Me Justin, but he's coming back out now. 16 people still here. Thank you so much, folks. I really do appreciate it. We're going to get going very, very shortly. There's only 20 minutes left in this practice session, even slightly less now. Icon gets told a great lap by Call Me Justin, and it was an impeccable lap. He is... Shut your gob saying good luck to Asheville. He's teammate. He's brand new spanking teammate. Rob Goblin, 0.7 of a second behind Massam. But we know Rob can go faster than that. Asheville getting out of the way. Slightly. Call Me Justin has pulled up. Aaron Macron, yes man. The pills worked. Man, the pills worked. Says Aaron. Aaron said yes. He is approving of the new teammate of Rob Goblin at the Goblin Racing Team Asheville. 98 is now on an outlap, but he will be on his push lap very, very soon. Massam now is starting to push as well, and has gone 0.1 of a second faster than his personal best so far. And he's a little bit slower. He's 0.7 slower. Greta Thunberg, absolutely blistering time from Greta Thunberg. And we watch on board with Asheville as he crosses the line and starts his push lap. Gets a little bit up in the curve, but it's okay. He's able to push now. Asheville now coming up to turns 3 and will start on towards turn 4. Wants to be getting on the accelerator nice and quick there. Wants to be about a 45 seconds to turns 6 and 7. Wants to be in and around that time. He won't be in and around that time this time though. He will be a slower. I reckon it'll be about a 47 to that corner. Not even a 47. It's going to be a 50 to that corner. Wants to be about a 45 to that corner. But it is his first push lap of the session. So this is what he needs to do. Just get some track time. Get comfortable with the track. He doesn't see all on track. Martin Groda does not see all on track, so he's had to abandon, and he will join back in. Ashpill sets a 118. The Moose has joined back in. Rob Goblin on a push lap. Or on, he's actually on a slowdown lap. He's going to be pushing now though. Now the Goblin is starting to push. Rob Goblin pushing hard now. A set of 112.6. That's his fastest lap so far. Can definitely go a little bit faster than that. Rob Goblin has gone faster, but only by 1/100 of a second. Rob Goblin pushing hard to try and improve on his lap time. Wants to be about a 45 to that corner. Not quite, but he is getting closer to it. Oh, he gets up on the grass a little bit, but manages to hold on. Call Me Justin is out of the way. And does go 1/10 of a second faster than his personal best so far. Rob Goblin definitely looking very quick. We're watching on board now. What will he be to the final corner? Oh, he's gone over the white line. Will that be a penalty? Rob Goblin pushing now. Goes 0.6 of a second faster than his personal best and has reduced that deficit by 9/100ths of a second to Massam. Impressive lap. Icon now is still on the same lap that he set, but he's only 1/10 faster than Call Me Justin, whereas Call Me Justin is 3/10 faster than Super Pow. And Simi69 has gone around. A big old pirouette there from Simi69. Martin Grota can still only see 5 on track. That's really strange. Can everyone else see everybody? Ah, thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it, bro. Big push for monetization at the moment. Yeah, there's a big push for monetization. We're not too far away from it. We're not too far away from it now at all. Simi69 pushing hard now. Asheville is still pushing. Ooh, he gets around that corner nicely. He'll have hooked that one up through turn 1. How will he be up to turn 3 though is the question. Asheville 4/100ths of a second faster than his personal best so far. Asheville pushing now. Can everyone else see everybody else? If you could let me know. That is important. We're still waiting on Jaggy Marathon. Still waiting on Jaggy Marathon. Simi69 will be slowing down, but Asheville goes 5/100ths of a second faster than his personal best so far. He's really hooked this one up. How will he be to the final corner though? He wants to be about a 106. He's looking to be about a 108. 109 to the final corner, and is definitely pushing, gets nicely up on those curbs. Doesn't exceed it though. Will be about a 114. Does go 6/10 faster than his personal best. Now he's 0.8 of a second off of Andy. Martin, you might need to turn off your PlayStation, or not turn off, but exit, completely close the game out and rejoin. I don't think anybody else is suffering those problems. I can see all, yeah, you can see all cars on my screen because I can see all the cars. Simi69 coming out of the pits now. Oh, you did? Okay, that's really weird, dude. That's really strange. Super Pow has gone. Oh, someone completely went off track there. Who was that? Super Pow has hooked it up though. He's gone personally. He's got set the fastest lap so far. Now he's been drawn back. He is 1/10 of a second faster than his personal best, but he was purple. He's only blue at the moment. P4 for Rob Goblin. Big lap from Rob Goblin. Super Pow pushing now. Oh, he nearly lost it. And it won't be good enough. It'll be 2/10 faster, but it ain't going to be good enough for the top spot or the front row. 10 minutes to the start of this race, folks. 10 minutes to the start of this race. As long as he gets one quality lap on softs, he's happy. Jaggy, where the hell are you? Still no sign of the Jaggy Marathon. We're waiting on Jaggy to re-emerge from wherever he is. And we really need him to do it quickly because this is starting in 10 minutes. Rob Goblin is third fastest at the moment. Icon is in the pits, so that means he is about fifth fastest. Simi69 goes past Super Pow. Super Pow getting out of the way of Simi69, Greta Thunberg as well. But wow, Rob Goblin is 1/1000th of a second faster than Simi69. been a huge minute since I've last watched the stream, but I had a name change, so doubt you remember me. I don't actually, dude. Who is done? It's a long time since you watched the stream. And it's good to have you back, whoever you are, though. I appreciate it. See if I can remember you when you tell me. Rob Goblin goes 1/10 faster than his personal best so far. What happened there? He seemed awful slow. He won't be faster. Maybe he is. Maybe he is a little bit faster. It's hard to say. It definitely looks slow going into turn 4. But maybe it is a little bit faster. No, he definitely went slower into turn 4. He definitely went very slow into turn 4. He did not hook that one up. I'm not sure what happened there, but he was 1/10 of a second faster. Shaquille O'Freaking-Meal. No feckin' way, man. No way. How are you, man? Holy shit. Wow. That's amazing. I can't believe it's Mr. Shaquille O'Neal. That's a long time, bro. That is a long time. Rob Goblin now setting it up nicely. Super Pow on a push. How will he cross the line? Only DAYZ 2/100ths of a second slower than his personal best. Whereas his Icon and Call Me Justin are just hooking it up every lap, and looks like Call Me Justin is on a good one right now. What will it be to the final line? He goes and takes pole. He sets it by 2/10 of a second. Call Me Justin is on provisional pole by 2/10 of a second. And there's only 7 minutes left to the start of this race. Jumping Moose is in the pits. I'm not sure what's going on with him. I can see you in the pits, Jumping Moose. Oh, Ashpill's into the barrier. I'm not sure what happened there, but Rob Goblin. Oh, he got overtaken by Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg set a wonder lap of 1:12.4. I'm glad you've been good, dude. I've been great, thank you. I've been super duper. We're on the big push for monetization. We're nearly at monetization. Can you believe, Mr. Shaquille O'Neal? Who would have thought there, back a year ago, that we'd be looking at monetization? But we are. A little change of circumstances made me push for it. Ashpill. Ooh, who's gone round? Someone did a spin. It was Simi69. The Austrians are really struggling at the moment. By Greta Thunberg and Icon. Call Me Justin, though. What an epic lap that was from Mr. Justin. Oh, Moose. We'll definitely get a penalty for that. Someone's after crashing into the pit lane. I'm not sure what happened there. Where is Jaggy Marathon? This is starting in 5 minutes. Hashtag GT7. I have no idea what your name is, so I'm just going to call you Ubi. Hashtag GT7. We're watching as Jumping Moose gets a fresh set on. Ashpill up in 8th at the moment, while Rob Goblin is sitting in 4th, but that's only because Greta Thunberg is in the pits at the moment. Icon retakes pole position, but that's only because Call Me Justin is in the pits. Icon is ahead of Super Pow by 3/10 of a second, and Call Me Justin's ahead of Icon by 2/10 of a second. Greta Thunberg is 3/10 off of Super Pow. Who would have thought Greta Thunberg would have showed up today? Epic laps from Greta Thunberg. Rob Goblin really Kyoto says you're sorry you're late. There's no problem, Kyoto. No problem at all, bud. You're not really late because the race hasn't even started yet. Jaggy Marathon, where the hell are you? I'm not gonna be able to wait for you, dude. You need to get in here now. Hashtag Super Championship. 3 minutes to the start of this race, folks. Where is Jaggy fucking Marathon? I'm gonna have a freak out if he's not here. I'm actually going to have a meltdown after the race. There's going to be unbetold war about it if he doesn't show up. Call Me Justin is 0.2 of a second ahead of Icon. We are 2 minutes to the start of this race. 2 minutes to the start of this race, folks. Simi69 desperately trying to make up 1/1000th of a second. He could have hooked it up here, though. He looks quick. Simi69 is the one away to the final corner. Here comes Simi. Does not improve. He's 1 second slower than his personal best so far. Just couldn't hook it up. Jaggy, where the hell are you? This race is about to start in 1 minute, folks. 1 minute to the start of this race. Hello, Father. How are we doing? Here we go. Here we go, folks. I can't see where the button is. Okay, folks, here we go. There is going to be untold war after this Grand Prix. Untold war. Anyway, here we go, folks. We're about to get going at the Red Bull Ring for round number 7 of the Super Championship. Here we go, folks. Jumping Moose had a pretty quick time. And we're all lights out and away we go. Icon gets off the line win, but so does Call Me Justin, and here comes Super Pal behind him, and Rob Goblin moves up into 4th. Into the turn 1 they go, And someone's gone off the track. Who went off the track? It was Rob Goblin. Now he's coming up against right up beside Massam, and Massam gets ahead of him. Ashpill gets ahead of him as well. What happened there? Engine failure. What happened? Who crashed into who? Oh, there's going to be mighty war over that one at the end of the race. There's going to be huge war at the end of the race. That was a big impact. That was a huge impact. I'm not sure what happened there. I suspect. I might have a feeling I know. Big points still to be gained here today. Icon is in first at the moment. Super Pow is now ahead of Call Me Justin, and Call Me Justin is battling back at Super Pow. Really close here for second place. Icon starting to pull away slightly. Rob Goblin now coming into the pits. Huge damage on Andy, huge damage on Simi. No damage on Ashpill. Ashpill got away with it nicely. Massam has got quite a bit of damage as well. Ashpill looking to make a move on Massam. Call Me Justin is now hunting down Super Pow. Hit from behind. I saw Rob. I saw it. It'll be investigated after. Martin Grota got kicked out before the start. I'm not even sure what happened to him. Icon now really comfortably out there. Super Pow and Call Me Justin battling and jostling for second place. Massam is under pressure from Ashville. And here comes Ashville right up behind Massam. Really close behind him. Overtake button has not been used yet. Ashville. Oh, there's nearly contact there. Massam though holds on. Call Me Justin and Super Pow really battling. Oh, and Super Pow gets a 1 second time penalty. Rob Goblin now. Oh, and Greta Thunberg got a hefty 3 second time penalty. Andy and Simi are in the pits. Rob Goblin is going to be able to get ahead of them by the looks of it. Might not be over for Rob Goblin yet. Here comes Andy in. Simi 69 now is putting on and putting in. And here comes Rob Goblin around the final corner. He will get ahead of Andy at very least. Andy's coming out of the pit lane now. Overtake button has not been used for Rob Goblin. Oh, and Andy got a 3 second time penalty for crossing over the pit lane exit. Rob Goblin running down in 8th at the moment. Simi 69 is up in 6th. Ashville running in 5th. Really battling now with Massam. 2 tenths separate them. Oh, there's going to be close. And there goes Ashpill now. Up on the inside line. They go wheel to wheel. But Massam seems to come out in a better order. Ashpill was going to think, it looked like he was thinking about throwing it over the inside, and he does, and gets past Massam. Massam left in behind. Super Pow now is struggling behind Call Me Justin, who had a penalty. Super Pow had a penalty, and now has ended up behind Call Me Justin. Call Me Justin now is going to be hunting down Icon, and Super Pow, the current World Championship leader, is running in 3rd and 1.5 seconds behind Call Me Justin, and current world champion is out by 2.9 seconds in the lead. And now it's reduced to 8 tenths of a second. Ashpill and Massam battling again. 2 tenths of a 3 tenths separate them. Massam has used overtake. Ashpill has used none. Rob Goblin up into 7th. Does get past Andy. But Andy now is putting Rob Goblin under pressure. Here comes Andy. Oh, and Andy does go past, but they're wheel to wheel, and Rob Goblin comes out better with those gear changes. They'll go wheel to wheel up towards turn 4. There goes Andy on Rob Goblin, but Rob Goblin shuts the door, manages to take in the deeper exit, gets slightly up on the gravel, but here comes Andy again. Andy, 0.2 of a second behind Rob Goblin, but he throws one up at the inside, it did not work out for him. I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like Rob Goblin has sustained some damage, but not a whole pile. Not enough to warrant him to come in to fix it, and Andy got a 0.5 of a second time penalty for that. I'm not sure if it was for making contact with Rob or for making contact with the... Oh, Rob Goblin gets a little bit on the brakes a little bit early. Andy now really looking to make a move on Rob Goblin this time. Andy up at the inside. Does move up into 7th place, but will have a 0.5 of a second time penalty serve, and Rob Goblin now is right in the slipstream and has overtake left to use. And here comes Andy and Rob Goblin as they battle. 0.2 of a second separate them. Rob looked to make a move but decided against it. Get through the corner nicely and did get a better exit than Andy, and you can see that time deficit dropping. There goes Rob, right in the slipstream, throws one down the inside, but Andy shuts the door. But here comes Rob Goblin back again to try. 0.4 separate them. Massam has a 1 second time penalty, not sure what happened there. Super Pow 0.3 of a second behind Call Me Justin. They have caught up with each other, and Icon is not exactly pulling away in the way you'd expect to see him. Rob Goblin has fallen back from Andy just a small bit. Super Pow now 0.5 of a second behind Call Me Justin. Super Pow really starting to gain on Call Me Justin ever so slightly, and now Icon is starting to suffer from tire wear, and Call Me Justin is right on his tail. And Call Me Justin moves into the lead of this race as Icon comes into the pits. Call Me Justin now in the lead, but here comes Super Pow. You can see him from so far back. Looks to make a move up at the inside, but decides against it. Used a lot of his... Oh, and Call Me Justin goes wide. And will drop back behind Super Pow. Lost the position for that, but Super Pow has used a lot of his overtake. Call Me Justin has used practically none. Ashpill now. Really impressive from Ashpill, up in 3rd place at the moment. Icon down in 5th. Coming out just behind Massam in 4th. Rob Goblin down in 8th at the moment. But Greta Thunberg starting to catch up ever so slightly. Andy really starting to pick up the pace a small bit. Simi 69. Oh, and now they're really close within each other. Greta Thunberg really pushing. 0.4 of a... Oh, and Greta Thunberg nearly lost it. Rob Goblin gets great exits. Greta Thunberg has used none of his overtake. Greta Thunberg got a nice exit from there and is now going to be in the slipstream of Rob Goblin. Greta Thunberg looked to make a move up the inside, but it just wasn't to be this time around, but is a lot closer as they head down towards turn 4. Greta Thunberg and Rob Goblin starting to jostle a small bit. Greta Thunberg 0.4 of a second behind Rob Goblin. Oh, there was contact made there. Greta Thunberg made contact with Rob Goblin again for a second race running and gets a huge penalty for it. A 2 second time penalty for that. And front wing damage. A second race running where Greta Thunberg has made a silly mistake trying to make a move that he was never going to be able to pull off. And Rob Goblin is into the pits and will be able to repair and change these tyres, while Greta Thunberg has a 2 second time penalty to serve, and along with front wing damage. Andy really struggling. Ashpill running in 5th at the moment behind Massam. Not sure what happened there. Did Ashpill have a slip up? I think he might have, because Massam is 20 seconds ahead of him. Icon is 19 seconds behind Call Me Justin, who is now starting to suffer from tyre wear. But Super Pow is not. And Super Pow is in the lead of this race. Rob Goblin starting to catch up with the rest of the pack. Rob Goblin could go to the end of this race now on his current set if he wanted to. Super Pow does overlap Greta Thunberg. Oh, and goes very wide. There'll be another penalty for that, I suspect. Call Me Justin dives into the pits now. And Icon will get past Call Me Justin, it would appear. Massam running in 4th at the moment. Very impressive. Massam might even get ahead of Call Me Justin. Justin now filling up, and Massam does go into 3rd. Greta Thunberg has a penalty, but so does Rob Goblin. The weather seems to be changing though. It's gone a lot darker all of a sudden. Icon now 18 seconds behind Super Pow. Massam is now 7 seconds behind Icon. Call Me Justin is 6 seconds behind Massam. Ashpill running in 5th at the moment. Greta Thunberg gonna be forced to slow down again. Rob Goblin will be starting to pursue. As you can see, that time deficit has dropped down quite a bit. Greta Thunberg starting to suffer with those penalties he's receiving. I can't check the radar, unfortunately. Super Pow 18 seconds ahead of Icon. And Icon 9 seconds ahead of Massam, and Massam is now starting to come under pressure from Call Me Justin. Ashpill and Simi69 are battling it now a small bit. Ashpill has caught Simi69 and is 3/10 behind him. Here comes Ashpill. Ashpill gets a nice exit there. Still has overtake to use. 16 people in the stream, boys. Thank you ever so much. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. I really would appreciate it. Ashpill now drop back from Simi just a small bit. Rob Goblin is starting to catch up with Greta Thunberg, who has now got damage again. I'm not sure, did he pit to repair that damage? I'm not 100% sure. The start of this race will be investigated though after. Andy running down in 7th at the moment, 22 seconds ahead of his teammate Greta. Rob Goblin now really starting to catch up with the pack. As you can see, it was 19 seconds, it is now 16 seconds. Rob Goblin gets another penalty for some unknown reason. Rob! Call Me Justin got tangled up with Rob there. Got a little bit tangled up. Rob Goblin is catching though Greta Thunberg, who has a lot of damage and is not obeying blue flags. Oh, did obey the blue flag. I was wondering there what happened. Rap Goblin is running in the points though. Oh, he gone a little bit wide. Will he get a penalty for that? Oh, he's gone wide again there. That'll be a double penalty for that one. Yes. He's gone over the white line. Greta Thunberg still has damage. I think there's rain coming, folks. It's gotten very dark all of a sudden. What is the deficit now between Icon and Super Pow? Super Pow has to be on a better strategy than Icon, because Icon is dropping back and Massam is under pressure now from Call Me Justin. Oh, what happened, Rob? Rob is in the barrier. I'm not sure what happened there. Everything will be investigated after, Rob. You shouldn't quit, dude. Anything could happen. It could piss down rain here, and there could be anarchy. Could easily piss down rain. It looks like it's bloody going to as well. Super Pow. 18 seconds ahead of Icon. Massam running in third at the moment, and Call Me Justin is right on his tail. Oh, bit of loosey stuff there. Massam nearly lost it altogether. $18 people in the stream. How are you all doing, folks? Greta Thunberg could be in a lot of trouble later. Call Me Justin. Super Pow. Overtaking is prohibited. I'm not sure what that's about. It seems to be appearing on every corner. Oh shit. Yeah, no problem, Rob. No problem, dude. No problem. Maybe just back out of the session, dude, because I think you're causing a yellow flag in that corner. And if you overtake, you get a penalty in that corner. Super Pow, 33 seconds in the lead of this Grand Prix. Call Me Justin, though, is starting to hunt him down, and his tyres are starting to go off. Everything will be investigated after the session, Rob. Everything will be investigated by the stewards. Everything will be. Just go enjoy your daughter's birthday, dude. But if you would back out, that'd be great, because it's causing a yellow flag into turn 1, I think. Yeah, it's a yellow flag into turn 1. Icon is now starting to put Call Me Justin under pressure. Call Me Justin is now under pressure from Icon. I just had to remove you there, Rob, because it's causing a yellow flag into turn 1, and if you overtake anywhere near it, they get penalties. Icon now really starting to pick up the heat towards towards Call Me Justin. Ashpill, though, running in 4th. Super Pow. Super Pow 30 seconds in the lead of this race, but Icon now really starting to pick up the heat towards Call Me Justin. 15 laps left in this race. Call Me Justin is starting to battle, and Andy and Massam are starting to battle. Massam is only 4/10 of a second off of Andy. Massam battling with Andy right now, and they're very close to each other. Massam is now starting to pound down towards Andy. Asheville really now steadily in 4th place. And Icon and Call Me Justin are battling, and Icon is on the fastest lap of the race right now. And Icon now really right behind Call Me Justin. And there goes Icon up on the inside and does get ahead of Call Me Justin. Moves up into 2nd. And Super Pow has pitted and is now only 5 seconds ahead of Icon and Call Me Justin. The difference is that Super Pow is on a fresh strategy. And the two boys have their tyres heated up, and you can see how much they're gaining on Super Pow. And now Super Pow is going to be under pressure from Icon. Icon now really starting to push and is starting to gain on Super Pow. But tyre wear is starting to become an issue. Andy now into the pits. Asheville was not into the pits, so something happened to Asheville. Has damage. I'm not sure what happened there. Call Me Justin though and Icon are hunting down Super Pow, and you can see that time deficit dropping all the time. Icon goes 1/100 of a second fastest overall. And you can see the blazing green car of Icon in the background really starting to hunt down Super Pow. Super Pow starting to struggle a little bit out there and did not refuel, but neither did Icon. "14 people in the stream, boys. Thank you ever so much. I really do appreciate everybody stopping in to view this championship race. Massam and Asheville are in the pits. And Massam is now out. Andy is starting to come up, and Asheville is only just entering into his pit crew now, getting the tyres off and getting some fixes done. Massam right behind Super Pow with a huge penalty. And there goes Call Me Justin is right behind Icon, who is now starting to suffer from tyre wear. And Massam gets out of the way. Icon now starting to struggle, and you can see Call Me Justin how close he is, getting 1/10 of a second separate them. Call Me Justin now will be in the slipstream of Icon. Icon is starting to lose ground to Call Me Justin, and Call Me Justin had a really good exit, and you can see that Call Me Justin is within 0.3 of a second, right in the slipstream. Icon definitely used some of his battery store there. Super Pow quite comfortably in the lead by 3.4 seconds, but it isn't extending either. Call Me Justin and Icon within 0.3, 0.2 of each other now. Here comes Call Me Justin. Oh, they're really close to each other. And Icon dives into the pits. And now Call Me Justin is free to hunt down Super Pow as best he can. Icon moving on to medium compound tires. Simi 69 unlaps himself. Ashpill drops down to 7th. I'm not sure what happened there. Icon now just refueling and is now released. How far behind will he be though? He'll be quite far behind. He'll be half a lap behind by the looks of it. He is 30 seconds. He's about half a lap behind. Super Pow and Call Me Justin though. Call Me Justin is starting to gain ever so slightly on Super Pow. Icon now back out on track. 26 laps left. Nearly 27 laps left in this championship race. Andy and Ashpill and Greta are at the bottom of the table at the moment. Massam running in 5th at the moment. Andy starting to catch up with Massam ever so slightly. Call Me Justin though, right on, he's hot on the heels of Super Pow. Hot on the heels of Super Pow. Oh, Call Me Justin gets a little bit wide. We'll be able to pull a slipstream though from Simi for the length of time that he has to. Simi 69 not getting out of the way of blue flags there. Super Pow 3.8 seconds in the lead of this race. Call Me Justin hunting him down. Icon starting to gain on them ever so slightly. Visibility has to be poor out there. You can see the clouds getting very dark. Call Me Justin though is 3.7 seconds behind Super Pow, who is running out of fuel very shortly. Has probably enough to go to the end of the race though. Super Pow 3.5 seconds in the lead of this race, but Call Me Justin really pushing now. But Call Me Justin has dropped back a little bit. Super Powers obviously had a very quick lap. Icon starting to gain on both of them. 28 seconds behind them now. Ashpill running down in 7th is starting to catch Massam. Icon does go past the lap car of Ashpill. Call Me Justin really starting to struggle now. 5 laps left remaining in this race. Call Me Justin. We'll watch on board with Call Me Justin for a few laps and see how he's getting on. He is starting to gain a little bit of time to Super Pow. You can see Super Pow's car right up there in the distance. Super Pow starting to tuck in. He's got a lap car ahead of him. But Call Me Justin is starting to struggle ever so slightly. Icon, though, you can see starting to gain on both of them. Has reduced the time down nicely. Super Pow starting to struggle. Ooh, he crossed over the white line there, but he should get away with it. Four laps left remaining in this race. Super Pow really pushing Greta Thunberg into the pits now. Andy starting to run a little bit far behind, but is up in 4th. Andy running up in 4th at the moment. Massam has slowed down to let Icon by. Call Me Justin is 3.3 seconds off of Super Pow. Is that a smidgen of rain I see? It looks like it's rain. Let's watch on board with Call Me Justin and see what's going on. Maybe even watch on board with Super Pow so you can see what he can see. That looks like rain to me. I can't see it properly, but it does look like there's rain coming in. And Super Pow has dropped back quite a bit actually to Call Me Justin. I'm not sure. It looks like it's raining, but maybe it isn't. Maybe it looks worse than what it actually is. I suspect it looks worse than what it actually is. Super Pow 3.1 seconds in the lead of this race. Icon has a 1 second time penalty. It has not been Icon's day, has it? It has just gone from bad to worse for Icon. He got his strategy all wrong. Icon now falling back a little bit, had to slow down. 2 laps left in this race. It appears to be misty out there. It's misty rain out there by the looks of it. It is definitely starting to get a little bit wetter. You can see by the car. 2 laps left remaining. We're watching on board with Super Pow. Yes, it is definitely starting to rain. It doesn't look as bad though as you would expect to see, but it does not look too impressively good either. But Tommy Justin has gotten himself a 0.5 second time penalty, and this could be a royal flush for Super Pow. You can see the crackle off the back of that SF19 of Super Pow. Super Pow about to start his final lap of this race. Final lap has begun. And Super Pow sets a scorching lap time. Super Pow started in third in this race and was not looking like he would be in the position that he would be in. But he has had an impressive race. In fact, he's had the whole week has been impressive for Super Pow in terms of his lap times. It was not a day for Icon. As you can see, he has the fastest lap of this race. Massam is stopped on track. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh no, what happened there? A huge collision that has sent Super Pow down. What happened there? Colby Justin crosses the line to win the race. What a huge impact. What happened? Super Pow at the end. Andy was in the way along with Greta Thunberg. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure it was Greta Thunberg. Greta Thunberg's still out on track, but there was a huge collision. What happened there? Huge collision. What a dramatic end to this race. was a big impact. A big impact. That was a big impact. Kind of stunned. Wow. Right. Call me Justin. Can you go to track, please? Oh, the dealing with that after. Oh no. The amount of incidents that happened. Okay, call me Justin. Please go to track. Oh, you are. Okay, grand. Give me 1 second. 1 second, folks. One sec, folks. Okay. Here we go, folks. The German national anthem. Please be very respectful of it, and be respectful of it. Well done. Call me Justin. Well done. I'm not sure it was a deserved win, but definitely a very well driven race. Yeah, not me. Yeah, I know, Greta, that wasn't you at the end, but ooh, that was a big impact. That was a giant impact. I can already see the messages flooding in. This is going to be brilliant fun. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I've got to go away and probably sort out a million messages, incident reports that I'm going to have to fill out. I will see you tomorrow for a stream. And yeah, without further ado, go to Mila Mago Douglas. Slán na Bhaile.